starting soon, guys. Just trying to get a set. Someone to come on to the stream. But they're on. Because like we're both watching it on the thing. Is this where you wanted it to be, or? Hello, Fredo.
I'm so far. Yeah.
Do you want? Should we continue the video, or is this?
12:10. Yes, sure.
To make himself seem far better than he is. As for his claims of being the smartest person on the planet, yes, that is a claim he often makes.
I'm the smartest person on this fucking planet.
His academic career is not at all impressive. The majority of Tate's schooling was done in the UK. His grand educational accomplishment is the UK equivalent of an American high school diploma, and he never attended post-secondary classes. He holds no diplomas or degrees in any discipline, although he was reportedly accepted into the Free Uni in Ascot. Tate didn't bother writing the personal statement that was required for admission, so he became ineligible to attend. Instead, he pursued a kickboxing career that would eventually give Tate a little bit of money and prestige. Tate proudly announces that he is a 4-time international kickboxing champion. That is his first and only somewhat legitimate claim to fame. But as with everything else Tate-related, even the stats of his kickboxing career are suspect. For example, if you go to Tate's Wikipedia page, you'll see in the right-hand column a kickboxing record of 76 wins.
Yeah, he's like he's born into the tribe.
He is mixed race.
That would be funny as well.
Yeah, I mean, someone just changes his wiki and says he's Jewish. He's Jewish. He's part.
I mean, yeah, well, he played N-word file H-word by Kanye in his car. So, UFC star Henry, the Wuyo experimental Tates, 70-49 PK record is completely ridiculous. Okay, so like we have pros saying that this sort of records are like really rare and impossible.
As with everything else Tate-related, even the stats of his kickboxing career are suspect. For example, if you go to Tate's Wikipedia page, you'll see in the right-hand column a kickboxing record of 76 wins, 23 by knockout, and 9 losses. Below that, he has a very average MMA record of 2-1 from fights in 2007 and 2010. So when people describe Tate as an international MMA champion, that is completely false. If you scroll down on that page, you can see a list of the recorded fights that Tate had. There are 31 fights listed here, not 85. There are 8 KOs, not 23, and there are 8 losses, not 9. And although the platform states the list is incomplete, where are those other fights? Who is in charge of the bookkeeping at ISKA that somehow misplaced the result of 54 Andrew Tate fights as the state records from when Tate was 5 years old? So what gives? Either the list is incomplete, missing about 2/3 of the information, or, more likely, a lot of those fights are imaginary, just like Tate's chess state championship title. Henry Cejudo had some thoughts on Tate's record after breaking down some of Tate's performances.
And today we're going to be breaking down the one and only Andrew Tate. Going up against Miralem Atmati, 2020. But look at Miralem's record, guys. 3 wins, 2 losses, 24. This is what kickboxing typically tend to do. They typically do, what they do is they pad your record like you wouldn't believe. I mean, for this guy to have more than 80 fights, 2020. So I don't know when is it that he retired, but he shouldn't be fighting a guy that's 3-2 or 2-3. It's absolutely ridiculous. So this is against Kazmin Lingar. Again, for a guy who's 76-9, I mean, he's going up against a guy that's making his debut. This is what I'm saying, man. This is where you guys, you fans, you people that follow guys that you guys think are good fighters. This dude's making his damn debut against a guy that has over 80 fights, which is ridiculous. In other words, this is what you call a tomato can. I mean, he seems like a pretty smart dude, but he also has a padded record. So you can have 80 fights and fight 80 different scrums.
Yeah, so you get like a visually impressive number but the actual skill required to beat a rookie is not that high.
Rubs.
Oh, really?
So you put a guy like with that.
Well, usually it's against sports ethics, like either to put someone out of the like from another weight class, or from like a skill set. Like the idea is to get like a challenging match, is to get someone from that weight class from with a similar level of experience and skill. So like the fights are actually hard and the victories are actually well earned, not just like they feed Tate like some dude who's having his first fight.
Tate with Jake Paul. I think Jake Paul gets it done fairly quickly.
While we're here, check out the screenshots of those two fights from 2020. Notice anything unusual about Andrew's stats? When he was fighting the guy that was 3-2, Tate's record on the screen was 40-7. 10 months later, when he was fighting the Tomato Can, his last fight on record by the way, Tate's record had somehow jumped to 75-9. So his true record is anybody's guess. Regardless of his actual record, Tate's ability in the ring as a strict counter-striker was not strong enough to impress Arthur from the
Let me do
channel
some
YouTube
math here.
Boxing.
Let's do some math. Can I actually
We'll let him
go back?
explain why.
Yeah.
And
Yes.
7. 10
So
months later,
what
when he was
period of
fighting
time
the
was that?
Tomato
10 months, 40-7. Okay, 10 months
Can,
later.
his last fight on record by the way,
Did you want to?
Tate's record had somehow jumped to 75-9.
So 2 and 35. So like 47 fights in 10 months. Yeah, that's certainly a pace. 37 in 10 months. But like, what would it be like free per month? I guess, yeah. Usually it's pretty rare in like professional sports areas. You need recovery time, you need training time for.
Plus, he
I
went
guess,
up by
each
like 3
opponent.
kilograms as well, so he's obviously like bumped his weight up. I'm not
Yeah.
sure if that affects anything.
Right. Age 33.
I mean, I should know this because I used to do
Yeah, 3
boxing and everything.
kilos is 3 kilos depends. Usually not that important.
So his true record is anybody's guess. Regardless of his actual record, Tate's ability in the ring as a strict counter-striker was not strong enough to impress Arthur from the channel YouTube Boxing. We'll let him explain why.
Andrew Tate does have kickboxing skills. He's fast for his weight and has good reflexes. But he lacks kickboxing basics. He's not a championship caliber fighter. Tate is a tough mid-tier fighter. If he really was a world-class fighter, he would have been willingly invited to compete in K1 or Glory, because Andrew's peak came at a time when both leagues existed. Andrew himself said that in this world, you need to earn everything. Things find their value if they are difficult to achieve. Unfortunately for him, he did not achieve the title of a real-world champion in kickboxing.
Andrew Tate guy, if you were wondering, is he legit or is he just, so-so? He's so-so. Any kickboxer who's half decent at his weight class within Glory or 1FC, any of those guys are going to annihilate him.
Arthur, the narrator, also describes ISKA, the International Sport Karate Association that became the International Sport Kickboxing Association, the organization through which Tate won his titles.
ISKA is one of the international bodies regulating sport karate and kickboxing matches. The pool of athletes competing in this very narrow fighting style is nowhere near that of boxing or kickboxing. These types of kickboxers typically do not do well in MMA. These tournaments are rather semi-professional for those who could not get into the major leagues. To make it clearer, being an ISKA champion is like in MMA being a Bellator or 1FC champion. In the world of MMA, there is only one title that matters, and that is the UFC belt.
So Tate's prowess in the ring against a very narrow field of competitors is largely overstated, but his earnings in that sport certainly are not. The best purse Tate collected for any of his efforts in kickboxing came in about $100 grand. Compare that to the Conor McGregor-Floyd Mayweather boxing match where McGregor got paid $30 million even though he lost the fight. Mayweather, on the other hand, was guaranteed $100 million for the same fight, win or lose, and that was in 2017 dollars. Safe to say, although Andrew Tate was competing at this same time, he did not, and likely could
Tate's
not,
still on off.
compete at their level. Tate effectively retired from kickboxing in 2017, citing the multiple surgeries he had on his weak eyes to reconnect his retinas. We'd also add his glass jaw that dropped him like a stone anytime a competitor landed one on his button. Through his minor celebrity in kickboxing, Andrew Tate was invited to participate in 2 reality TV shows, Ultimate Traveler in 2009 and Big Brother Season 17 in 2016. In both cases, Tate was gone within a couple of weeks.
I mean, it was weird seeing him on like actual like Big Brother, because it was just like it's such like an odd thing. Obviously, like because he's from Britain in his British American accent sounds like terrible. But what's interesting about Big Brother is
He's
that
from Washington,
obviously
D.C. He was like, oh no.
I'm actually curious. In Estonia, do you even have like those types of shows, like social experiments where like you put a bunch of housemates in? Do
Yeah.
you, what's it called?
Yeah, like there was one. I don't remember the name, but there's a Channel 3, and they had like a thing with like a bunch of internet addicted Zoomers were put into a farmhouse with no internet and electricity, where you had to chop wood, and they were like really pissed and really shitty coordination, and were like spurging out because, oh no, my Instagram, I can't post my boob pics there. Yeah,
Well, what was the show
yeah.
called in Estonia? What was it called?
I don't, something about. You want me to say the name in Estonian?
Yeah, if you say it in Estonia, I mean, I'll probably obviously won't understand it, but I'll probably, but like the English translation if you could, but if not, just in Estonian.
I think it was like young people to the farm.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, but probably just something like Youth Farm or something. Because obviously in the UK, Big Brother's quite.
Young people like Norad Mala. So like young people go to the countryside, like that. What's a good reality house? I think it's like an imported thing. What's the point of like these Love Island things? It's like you form a relationship under like the cameras where like millions are watching you.
Yeah, and then obviously
Sure,
dip ahead.
actually,
It's not really called Love Island. I think the only reason they go on there is just for like Instagram deals. Because I remember asking my hairdresser about that, and that's what she thinks, which is probably the case.
best way to form a stable relationship is to like be under like a high pressure.
Yeah, obviously, like the formation of the relationship. Basically, obviously, people go on. Then there's like a competition with elimination rounds or something, and basically, you see who gets the like. Yeah, essentially, it's just Instagram deal. So a lot of these women, like, obviously, get Instagram. Like they'll get some like some company approaching them, asking to promote the product, and obviously, like they're mostly there for them rather than actually form a relationship. Obviously, they still have to like do the things like, but there's a whole load of like cheating, and people get jealous, and then this one person's doing the other thing, and long story short,
Yeah,
a lot of those shows don't really. They're more for just like celebrity status rather than actual.
I wouldn't be surprised if there's like a contract that you can't act like a well-adjusted person because that's fucking boring.
There's like contracts that they have.
There was like one we had where the son of the former president was like trying to form a relationship with a girl, and the girl discovered that he was using Grinder, which is an app for
homosexuals.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's a better. To be fair, it's a better judgment of finding the gays than like the Tate method, which is according to his Fire Blood commercial. It's to like for a girl to see if a guy's pee is yellow enough and not transparent. If it's transparent, he's a gay who doesn't love him, doesn't love her. Like,
Not the fact that he
and
probably
so
just
like
drinks a lot of water, but okay.
yeah, like he's well hydrated. I mean, it varies. Like it isn't like consistent for your life. It isn't like the biggest macho man. It drinks a lot of water and doesn't eat like anything. Like his piss doesn't like stay yellow. Like it's but like Tate did that to basically sell his Fire Blood, which is like a protein powder, and his main selling point was not even that it's like healthy or helps you like gain muscle fast, but like the first line in his ad was like, "It makes your piss yellow like a man." Quote, manly
Like a
yellow
man!
piss.
Like a man!
None of that gay little girl. It's still up on Twitter, I think.
Mm.
If you want to. Yeah,
No, I
manly
remember him
yellow
selling
piss.
it because it was like back in the day, would sell his protein or something because he was
Yeah.
just yapping about being a man. Be a man, be a man.
Well, yeah, like, and obviously, the way my brother got his girlfriend is like he went in front of the girls in school. He took down his pants and starts like pissing the most yellow stuff ever, and all the girls were falling in love with him because he showed that he is straight and then like an alpha. And when like yeah, one of my classmates like he lost his GF because his GF discovered that like his piss was too transparent, and he was arrested for being gay and sent to the alpha male boot camp where he was shown pictures of manly desires
Yeah,
like
okay,
boobs,
but
beer, and
this bit's
cars
gone. This bit's gone
everywhere.
on long term. The point is that yeah, yellow piss means you are not a homosexual, and that likes to promote well, like Instagram models, he likes to promote things that don't actually benefit you, and
Okay, but I think we're going a bit too far like from the Big Brother stuff. I think like I think the section of his fighting ability explained why he is not actual why he was never actually that good.
mm. Yeah, because like I said, I know I keep bigging myself up about like me doing MMA and stuff. It was more of like a hobby I used to do as a kid, but basically, I would see people that go into like competitions and fights. And I know this one kid who I used to train with. He's done really well. He's got like quite a high record of like wins more than losses. And I know that like when you go up to, you're supposed to get the UFC belt because that's why he wants to win. Which he's going to that now. And obviously with Tate, he's oversold that he's like a kickboxer now. Obviously he's good to an extent, but obviously he isn't
Yeah,
like
it's like
a big
middle
massive.
range. Grandmaster or something. He's like middle range.
Yeah.
It's sad. But like yeah, like the scary thing is like because like I was taught MMA like high school as a part of like the military preparation course. And it's like I see that I sense that there are mistakes in them. I'm not supposed to sense that. Like I'm supposed to be in awe of their like superiority. Like if I see that like a lot of their moves are dumb, like imagine what would happen if like
Yeah,
either
I've seen
of
people
like
do some really
one of these
stupid things in
celebrities.
boxing where they do stupid moves
Yeah,
and they get hit
like
more.
I imagine what I imagine like how fast the round would end, like for like 11 or 10 seconds if they went up against like Tyson in his prime, or like yeah, an actual fighter, like a proper fight, like boxer in his prime. That would be funny. But like even then, like Logan got screwed. Actually, there was this other thing where there was one analysis where they analyzed like Tate's last fight, his previous career against the like Algerian French Muslim guy.
Right, let's continue. Rumble.
In Ultimate Traveler, after making an ass of himself, lying to and deceiving his own teammates, he caught an eye infection and was sent home. His Big Brother stint didn't go so well either. He lasted 7 days on the program before a video of him whipping a woman was leaked to producers, forcing them to give him
Sorry,
the
what
boot.
was that for you, though?
Shortly afterwards,
Yeah, that was the eye he got bruised during his last fight, I think.
Yeah, I remember that when it was like, was this during his fighting career?
Yeah, his like first career, I guess.
Okay, yeah, because
His
obviously
main
that's the housemate and stuff, but yeah, clearly the woman in the video
This unnamed
wasn't thingy, wasn't pleased about him doing that. But obviously, yeah, this is when allegations came around. But yeah, to do with his eye infection, I thought he got it only recently, but obviously, because if you get hit in the head a lot of the time, you know, I like to get like dementia. I think Chris Eubank he gets that, but obviously you get other injuries, including like legs and stuff. But with Andrew, obviously, his eyes, because he's been hit so many times, you can get your eyes to be like knocked out of the socket.
That eye is pretty vulnerable, and he
Which you wouldn't think it would be, because
stated-
obviously it's just a bit of flesh within like the skull, but
he stated that the thing is that it's kind of tender from like the previous injury, so
yeah,
and I don't think like the eye heals that much, or it's kind of hard to heal, so that's why he like quit. Maybe now it was healed because he dared to take another fight.
not too sure.
I mean, at least like he didn't feel like probably like any like super pain in his eye, like otherwise he would have, I guess, like thrown in the towel like previously, or maybe he was the Chad and just for it out of possible shame if he had like lost or thrown in the towel.
Okay. Alright, anyway.
woman came forward and declared she was the woman in the video and that the act was consensual.
Hello everyone, I just wanted to say something about the video that's been released recently about me and my ex-boyfriend Andrew Tate. Andrew is my still great friend. What you guys saw in the video, it's just what we used to do. It was just pure game. He's a great guy, he would never hurt anyone.
Although Andy did his best to portray himself as a baddie on both of the reality TV appearances.
So I know I'm the most intelligent person in this house. I know I'm the most capable person in this house.
Eager.
Fact.
Thinks he's fucking smart. He's not that smart. He's a sneaky little shit. Got his number. That fucker is a sly little fuck.
I mean, he is smart.
The idea of staying here for
He's
2-3
good
days
at chess.
ain't a
Well,
pain.
isn't his IQ like 147? Because I checked on like yeah, he took an IQ test on a thing.
I mean, like a bit like he has low impulse control, but he's probably smarter than any of these like idiot celebrities in the
Yeah,
show.
a lot of these people that go on these shows, I was gonna mention this, are like really dumb. They're like bimbo, like chavvy type of people. Like they've got the muscles and everything, but they're just like they're not exactly British tool in the shade.
If they're smart, they would not be entertaining to watch. They're like entertaining to watch because they're low impulse control, and then they're like these like super emotional incontinence people. If it was any other way, it wouldn't be funny to watch.
Fucker is a sly little fuck. The idea of staying here for 2-3 days ain't appealing.
It was this video that gave the public the first insider's view of what happens when his real bedroom doors are closed. The first light to penetrate the veil, as it were. And whether or not the act was consensual, although everybody has their kinks, the very kindest light you could shine on this video is that Andrew Tate gets sexual gratification from causing the physical pain of other people.
Yeah, that's definitely
in this
not
particular
so
video, the woman says she was a willing participant. But in this video, the woman was obviously not a willing participant.
Yeah, I've seen this video.
Belt, because you're a jerk. Show me the bruises. 1, 2, 3. Oh, baby. Oh, poor thing. I have an idea. You know what my idea is? You know what my idea is? That's right, lock the door, you. You knew I was going to beat the out of you. If you behaved, I wouldn't have to hit you, would I?
The low impulse control
Don't.
hits.
Get out. You can't stay in there forever.
So, on camera, we have Tate admitting he bruised her with a belt, then threatened to beat the out of her after she locked herself in the bathroom. What a man's man.
The thing
To
with
take
this
it one
video is
step further,
Well, yeah, they mentioned the boxing career, but now it's going to personal allegations. If you want to like stay on topic with fighting, I have like a new one.
Go off of the. Okay, right. You're putting a new video on.
And like this guy, not even like that hateful. He's like pretty sympathetic. Wait, does it like pause it or something?
Well, why you've changed the video and the link? Because you put a new one in. You've got 11:29 over 28. What is this video? Because you put in a new link, didn't you? This video.
Yeah, I reloaded. So
Right, let me read this.
it's not analysis of Tate scoring.
Right. Okay. Okay, right. We've loaded in
Myself,
video.
Andrew, the top G, King Cobra Tate.
Close it down. Right.
Plan until they're punched in the face.
Now, whether you like Andrew Tate or not, he's one of the most famous and most influential people in the whole world. And he's having a boxing fight, which is absolutely crazy for a few reasons, which I'm going to talk about in this video. And with me being an Olympic medalist boxer myself, and had over 100 fights and trained thousands, if not millions of people in boxing, I kind of know what I'm talking about on this topic. And I've also offered to train Andrew Tate in person for this fight as well, which you might be like, Tony, what are you doing that for? He's this, he's that. Well, I'll tell you why in a second, which will make sense. And also on this video, I'm going to take a look at Tate's last fight and break it down and see how his boxing is. Now, this is crazy on so many levels. For one is Andrew Tate's audience, his main following, the people who are paying him millions and millions of dollars, are young lads who's calling him the top G, who's looking up to him.
Which a lot of these people are from third world countries, just to make a note.
For guidance, not only as a businessman, who he's a really good businessman when you see what he's done, but also as a tough guy, as a fighter. Now, with him having a fight, he's putting all of that reputation on the line. And it's his reputation that is making him millions and millions of dollars. He's even said that he is a billionaire, which I don't know whether I believe that or not. Probably not. I don't know. I've got no idea. But he is a very wealthy man. We see all of these clips of his cars, his mansions, he's traveling private jets. So why is he putting that reputation on the line? Now, Andrew Tate has got fighting experience. As far as I know, he's been doing it all of his life until like the last 5 or 6 years. He was a former kickboxer, had over 80 fights in kickboxing, I think professionally and amateur. And when I found out what his last fight was, I took a little look at it. This is it right here. So he's fighting this guy, and there's his brother in the corner. Now this was 2020, so 5 years ago. This was before he actually blew right up on social media and became massive. Now let's just take a little look at his boxing, even though I know this is not boxing, I think it's kickboxing. So, straight away for that kick. But as we can see, Andrew Tate looks like a tall guy. Now that was a lovely hook, what he threw there. So the guy comes in with a big swing overhand right. He leans back out of the way. Boom, pivot hook. Now the guy's just trying to rush him. I think Tate was off balance a little bit there. Let's watch that bit again. Here.
Yeah, this is. I don't think it's that guy. It's like one of the like tomato can challengers, but this one actually like did his homework. He analyzed Tate's like fighting videos previously, and like. Guy knows that he has to close the distance and get into Tate's face really aggressively, and he performed really well. Even if he lost, like, props to him, he did his homework and he like did his best.
Boom. Yeah, it was a little bit off balance there. And my specialty is footwork, so I can see right now a few things he's doing with his feet that he could be doing a bit better. Now, one thing I'm noticing as well is Tate's chin is pretty high in the air. I guess he's moving back, leaning back, so fine. But the guy's a lot shorter than him. The guy's a bit sloppy here, trying to knock him out in the first round. Yeah, this guy's just rushing in with wild punches. Tate moves his head nice there and pivots his feet out lovely. Now, watch this again. When someone's rushing in at you, what's he going to do? Look, he sidesteps there, takes his head off that line, whoom, brings the back foot round. Now he's got the guy on the ropes. So yeah, a couple of things rating his boxing. This is not a boxing fight, so it's hard. The guy in front of him is not great. So, I mean, he's standing having a fight with him. He's leaning back there, which if the guy, like he said, who he's fighting now is bigger than him, he can't lean back and leave his feet there because the guy's bigger than him. He's got probably a longer reach than him, and this guy's throwing wild hooks. If these were straight punches, you can't hold your feet or you're going to get hit on the way in. Nice overhand right there, an uppercut there, which is a very unorthodox punch to throw when you're leaning back in this position, but it lands on the guy's chin and it seems like a buckled the guy's leg. He's just trying to weather the storm here in a fight, and if you're a boxer or you're boxing and someone's rushing on you like this, best thing to do is kind of weather the storm. Let the guy rush and do his thing, move back, move out the way. I would be working on my jab a lot more though, but again, this is not boxing, he's throwing kicks. So I don't think the jab is the thing to do all the time when someone's throwing kicks. As I said that, Tate just threw a jab there just to keep the guy thinking. So now we're into round 2. Guy's still coming forward with these big windmill punches. Yeah, so that's what I was just talking about there. So the guy is throwing like multiple punches, straight punches, which if I'm in this guy's corner, that's exactly what I'm telling him to do. So 1, 2, Tate is doing the lean back, the punch is just going past his head, but he's moving his feet as well, which is good. He's switching southpaw and orthodox. When you do that, you can move back faster, but then the guy gets to the ropes and now he should be working. Because the reason why you want to throw these punches is to get your guy to the ropes if you're shorter than the guy in front of you. Guy's wrecked now. Look, as if he's come out, trying to knock him out, shot his bloody load. And now he's exhausted. Shaking his head, he quits. Right? Yeah, but if you shake your head like that, he's quit. So let's have a look at that combo that finished him off again. So right hand hits him on the top of the head, lead uppercut. Doesn't seem like it lands clean, but that's the one there. The right hand hits him on the chin, and then the left hook. And then Tate keeps throwing punches, which I'll do that as well, even if he turns his back on us. So yeah, this is his last fight. Hard to judge his boxing skills when he's fighting an opponent that is not great, and the guy is shorter than him, and he's fighting someone taller than him, and then obviously it's kickboxing as well. But he's got decent reactions. He's got experience. He's had over 80 fights. Now here's the big thing. Tate is 1 year younger than me. He's going to be 39 years old on his next fight. Now, when you are getting older and you've been inactive in competition, the first thing that goes from you as a fighter, it's not your punching power, it's not your speed, it is not your footwork, it is definitely not your...
That's like Rich told me.
Sorry.
Yeah, I think about my like MMA trainer who had been like in the Afghan war and like trained local Afghan police and stuff. Fascinating guy. He told me like the reaction time is gonna go first, and like in like pro fights that's gonna be like really the difference maker.
The reaction time. Okay.
Yeah, so like you can't like react to the enemy's punches. In a street fight, if you're like attacked by randos, they're usually not that good in timing. So
yeah, plus if they're drunk as well, they're gonna be all over the place. Yeah, so it makes it so easy to counter. That's really interesting though. Iron. So yeah, your MMA teacher trainer was like training Afghan. Okay, that's cool. So was he? Yeah. Obviously, he was in the war. Like, was he like training other soldiers, or was he like actually like fighting?
Police. Training the police. Force,
no, I meant like the trainer. Was he like just training?
Yeah, when the Taliban attacked fort, yes, or the base, yes.
Okay.
But like his main goal was not to like go in like offensive combat operations, but to train help train local forces with his expertise. Estonians usually, I think, were deployed as kind of garrisons to free up more Americans. Mostly.
Okay.
Like like the U.S. I think took like the most offensive actions.
Me, that goes up because you're watching fights, you're being around boxing, you can understand boxing IQ better. The first thing that goes is your timing, which is so important. When I retired, I was 27 years old. I went back in the ring to spar when I was around 33. I'd been out the ring for a few years, and the guy I was in front of, he was a professional. He wasn't nowhere near on my league, and I was sparring with him, and I could see him throwing punches. I was like, I can get out of the way of this, but I couldn't. I just didn't have the timing to read that punch and get out of the way of that punch. And that's when I was like, oh my god, I still beat the guy up. But I was really shocked at how I couldn't get out of the way of these punches. Now that was sparring with 16-ounce gloves, and if you get hit, you're not really going to get hurt. Now Tate is going in there at heavyweight.
Just to mention, I actually know who this guy is now because he did a video on doing boxing wraps. I remember I couldn't actually do them because how you use boxing wraps is you're supposed to wrap it around your wrist and then go over the fingers, and I just didn't have the patience to do it. But yeah, just a quick note there on like doing boxing wraps. You just have to do a lot of those. So
Yeah, I guess
I know this guy is now.
10-ounce gloves on. If your timing is not right, you're going to get knocked out. Because the reaction timing is not right, the thing that he's going to have to train is his footwork. Because footwork is the most important thing in boxing. And if you've got great feet, that can help you with your timing. Because you're moving in and out all of the time. When the punches are coming, that's just going to help you get out of the way of the punches even faster. And I'm a master at footwork. And I tweeted, Tate said, I'm going to come over there and I'll help you get your footwork on point. Because I believe that's what you need.
Sorry, what was that for you, though?
Well, yeah, that's this guy's like specialty. Well, like Tate should have not been like on flat feet, but kind of jumped left and right.
Yeah,
left and
if
right
you
and
do a lot of jumping in boxing, it's actually even worse because, well, no, obviously you keep them off like an inch to the ground, but it's more in the case of like if you're bouncing all the time, it's easy to like push back.
Well, it tires you out. Like what Tate should have done is kind of when he's close to demoore, he should have kind of like preemptively a little bit like wiggled. So when he actually a punch is coming, he can turn that wiggle into like full dodge. Because like obviously his reaction time and timing are not the same as when he was in his prime. So he has to like preemptively kind of move. Not get oofed.
Yeah, I think that's a good critique there.
I'm actually going to Dubai anyway around that time, so it kind of makes sense for me to go there and be involved in this event, which if it does go ahead, which they're saying it is, it's signed, this is going to be absolutely massive. Now, I've got no idea who Tate is training with, but the guy who he's fighting is this kid here. He's an English kid, heavyweight. I don't know much about him. Let me have a quick look here. So he's had professional boxing fights. He's had 7 fights and he won 4 out of 7. He got stopped in his first fight. Let me have a quick look at this. Oh, so I remember this kid. This is the guy who he throws like a crazy punch, and I'd done a reaction video to it. He was calling me old man on Twitter. This might be it here. Yeah, that was it there. That's this guy. Yeah, this was 2 years ago. That was a viral clip. Yeah, I think he's just
like the way he turns his head away like shows that he's not really. His technique is not really mature.
The clip, yeah, I think he's just really exhausted here. So again, this was the kid's first fight. I've got no idea what his background is. I've got no idea who the kid is in front of him. He's absolutely exhausted. Spat his mouthpiece out. I'm not mad at that. You know, he's absolutely exhausted. Spit that mouthpiece out. Get a rest. Obviously inexperienced. So it looks like the guy quit in the corner. Again, I never watched the full fight, so I don't know. But let's have a look at Chase Demoore's recent fight. Because it's a bit unfair going straight to the worst one. Let's have a look at the last one. So this guy here, wow, he's a big guy. How tall is he? Looks chiseled as well. Look at that chiseled jaw. Oh yeah, I've been to this venue before in Mexico, in Tijuana. My lawyer actually had a fight here where you fight people to get experience. Yeah, I've seen him round 1 of this fight. Looks way better than obviously that we seen in the first fight. What was that? Let me see that again. Look like he's slipped. I don't know what's going on here. So yeah, with these fights in Tijuana, a lot of these guys are just like working as, I don't know, like in restaurants and stuff, and they bring them out to fight. Like look at that big swing there. I'm trying not to be disrespectful here to this guy or Chase Demoore. You know, I love boxing and I respect people who get in the ring to fight. And he's got the same boots of boxing boots as me. But like seeing things like this, it just tells me like he's still got lots to learn. Like you see here, like where he puts his chin up in the air, like there, moving back with your chin up in the air, looking like you're afraid to get hit. Now I can see why Tate's fighting this guy. At first I was like, oh no, it sounds a bit dangerous. But like look at the chin in the air when you're throwing them punches. Like there, you kind of really stand like that with your chin in the air. Now if this guy would box, you want to throw a jab and a left hook, jab, hands will come even further closer.
What was that, Fidel?
So they have like similar errors in their stances and techniques.
Okay. Was that a comparison between Tate, or was it just this guy?
Yeah, between Tate and Demoore.
Okay.
So like they both have the problem that keeping their chin up.
Yeah,
Like when
that's
you have like
usually
chin
quite
down,
bad.
when you get like chin up and you get like hit straight in the face, it's less bad than like when you get like an uppercut for like the chin and then it collides with your upper jaw and your tongue could get stuck in there and it's like really a lot of pain and problems could arise from like that successful uppercut. So that's why I keep your chin down.
Mm.
You don't want to get your like teeth broken.
Then left hook around the
Yeah,
side.
like
Yeah,
because
chin is
like
way
they're
too high.
protected from like straight punches, but if the force comes from below and it forces your lower jaw to hit your like into your upper jaw, then there's no protection for your teeth there.
Mm.
Yeah, it's a dumb move to keep your chin up like that.
Mm. Right.
If I'm working with Chase Demoore, I'm working on getting that chin down and I'm working on them feet as well. He needs to really fix his footwork. He's a big guy, he's athletic, but like, yeah, he's just inexperienced, I think. Actually, if I'm on Chase's team or even if I'm Andrew Tate's team, I'm telling them we need to get Tony Jeffries' Footwork Academy. The link's below, by the way, but on this academy, I give you everything you need to be able to fix what I'm seeing here with the footwork. I want to see something good. There's got to be something better of Chase Demoore. So this one looks like he's won the fight. Yeah, with this. If this guy, Chase, turned his hip when he threw that right hand, like there, if you see again, he's not turning his hip. If he turns his hip, boom, he gets so much more power in the punches. But wouldn't have been a big...
I mean, yeah, he's a big guy, so his punches are powerful anyway. But yeah, if he punched with his whole body, like whole, he'd be a tank.
Mm.
Who this guy is, obviously inexperienced. You can see he's inexperienced by the way he starts turning his back here and takes his eye off his opponent. Wow. And he keeps hitting him. What am I missing here? Maybe this Chase Demoore is having fights, but they're not professional fights because obviously that guy's not a professional boxer. This was 2 years ago. So he's another one, right? This is a misfits boxing one. First clip I see, the guy's throwing wild punches. Looking better against these guys who, I don't know who this guy is, but obviously... I'm gonna stop. But yeah, exciting to see Andrew Tate get in the ring and do a fight. I'm definitely going to be watching it. Are you going to be watching it? Now let me ask you this. What's your thoughts on all of this misfits boxing? Again, I've not watched this. I'll watch someone like KSI if he fights. I'll watch someone like Jake Paul if he fights. I'll watch Darren Till. I'll definitely be watching Andrew Tate. But yeah, it's interesting. I'm all for this YouTube boxing. Like these guys, I would respect everyone that gets in the ring. My goal is to help as many people get better at boxing as possible. I'd love to know your thoughts in the comments below. And if you want to get better at boxing, you should watch this video right.
Yeah, like to be fair, like if you're a beginner, you have to start somewhere, even if you're like an amateur celebrity. The problem is when you like constantly pick fights with people past their prime or like with padded
Yeah, obviously
records
it
and
just
they
makes
claim
it
to
just
be
makes it
well,
easier to like Tate fighting. Well, not Tate. Sorry, Logan, Jake Paul or whatever, picking on someone a lot smaller, like who's like old
or like
whatever.
or like they're gonna pick on like an MMA fighter because an MMA fighter is not used to only being able to box. So even if they're like a really good MMA fighter in boxing, they will have a disadvantage because it's not their style that they were trained in primarily. Um, so like with I think that Tate's team was kind of conscious that Tate is not in his prime, so they purposefully looked at this guy saying, "Oh, the chin up, you know, he doesn't like swing in fully." So even if he's like heavyweight and like Tate is a light heavyweight, he is he is like rough and not well trained enough to like pose a threat to Tate. And the fact that Tate still lost to him even with like all these mistakes in his style and stances is that yeah, those really the smoking has really caught up to him and all these like mistakes.
Yeah, I was gonna ask, do you want to end like the stream? I mean, we could still watch the thing or do Primal.
We should watch the comedy skit at least.
Yeah,
Let's
just
see.
copy and paste the link in, and then we can watch that, I guess. But last thing, and then we'll probably just end the stream because
Or maybe like the match highlights themselves.
yeah, if you want to do that, just one of those.
Or like I think everyone like kind of saw, maybe our audience could. But brutally honest, no, this no. 104. Okay, yeah, there we go. Copy that. Copy this link. Boom. That's basically how the fight went. Okay,
I am the Matrix now. I am the guy that's coming to put you away for good. They have hired me behind secret lines. You're not fast, you're slow, you're old, you're done, buddy. I'm gonna show you why you should never come out of retirement. You're not Terrence Crawford, buddy.
Chase is focused on me. I'm focused on me. This is all about me. The world is focused on me. Without disrespect, I was the most Googled man on the planet, which is why I'm gonna win.
Oh my god.
Oh, hell
Okay. Oh, little smooch, gave him the fight there. Oh.
Buddy, your ex-girlfriend is literally in my DMs. Explain that.
This is haram! Haram! Breathe air.
Breathe
so
air.
You can wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. So you can wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. So you can wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. So you can wiggle, wiggle.
There goes his eye. Oh. I'll go there in a minute.
And your winner by majority decision, Chase demoore!
That's my best friend. That's my best friend right there. Look at him. He's so beautiful. Love you, Andy.
This is disgusting. This is a setup. It's absolutely disgusting.
It's absolutely disgusting.
We have children.
What they are hitting me with is the highest level of Matrix attack, and I remain unfazed.
What was the other one? Was it the boxing highlights or?
Eugene versus Anthony Joshua breaking. Okay. Yeah, well, it's kind of the amount of like grappling in this match was like really something. Like they didn't have like the leg work. If you have a leg work as a boxer, you would avoid like getting into so many grapples, especially for Tate because the other guy like 20 kilos above him. What that means is like when he starts like grappling and leaning on him, then it's gonna sap a lot of energy, as Tate correctly said. And Tate, he doesn't just have the energy to swim. Like smoke. He was still like smoking on the video announcing the match, so like he clearly didn't take his lung health seriously. But oh no. Apparently while he was doing push-ups in the jail, he was also smoking. He's smoking while he trains.
Oh, that's not good at all because I know people who would when it's like really freezing or something. I think what ends up happening is like if you go outside to like have like a cig after you've been training, which is kind of like stupid because like but even like during training it's probably even worse because obviously you're working out and you're smoking at the same time, so probably exacerbates the like the smoke in your lungs even more.
Yeah. Well, yeah, like it's I guess like my grandma's trick was you pull it into your mouth, right, but you don't fucking swallow it. And obviously if you like train while you You swallow all the goddamn smoke. You swallow all that goddamn smoke, and it's gonna be like dust on your alveoles, and your like oxygen gain from breathing is gonna be like halved. It's terrible. Okay, let's see the Tate. I think the footwork guy did a review of the Tate. Someone did like a review of Tate's like fights, or like they pointed out the actual like good things they did.
Yeah,
and the bad
there's
things
quite a
they
lot
did.
of videos of all the fights and everything. So I think it's there's so many. Like if you go circle through them. But yeah, if you want to find that specific video, then
like history, let's see Tate fights. It's ego destroyed. Up down. Tate red pill fail. Exposes fraud. This is the logs. And I think like Sneeko was already like swallowing the Tate quote where he basically said that yeah, like Tate is better than everyone else because he actually went into the ring. It's basically, well, this argument kind of eliminates any ability to critique the way they fight. Yeah.
Andrew Tate is about to be fighting here. Any minute. We're right by the ring. This is insane, guys.
Hey. Yeah. Let's see how you do under pressure.
Yeah. In the first round, Tate was like.
Sorry.
Just. Yeah. First round, Tate was doing a lot of body punches, and it might seem. I saw like I don't remember which exactly reacted, but the the good part about this is, you know, usually the fighter protects the head, because if you get a good enough punch in the head, you can get like a knockout. But what body punch thing that Tate did, the advantage of that is that the body is usually less protected, and it actually will take control.
And bro, you keep breaking up each time you spot. So if you want to just, if you want to speak now.
Okay, so in the first few rounds, you can see Tate does a lot of body punches, and you know usually they don't do like an instant knockout like a good headshot would, but I guess the pro fighter that reviewed it that I watched said that the advantage of the body shot is that the body is more open usually, and you can whittle down the enemy. So even if you don't get like an instant headshot knockout, what's gonna happen if you do like constantly successful body shots is that you're gonna give them pain. They're gonna maybe like feel sick and throw up, or like this pain is actually gonna drain their energy, and so like after a certain amount of time, they will be an easier target for your like knockout blow in the end of the match.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. So like the first two rounds were pretty good by Tate actually.
Yeah. Like if you want to just like chime in, don't like talk whilst there's fighting.
Then will I like pause it? I'll click.
Yeah. Just pause it if you want to make some commentary. Thought I was Bonnie Blue then.
Me too. The video buffering for you as well?
A little bit. What's it doing that? No, doing a little kissy. Is that the kiss part? See, that's not Bonnie Blue.
Okay, does the pause work? Okay, good. Like you just notice like how many clenches they get into. It's like
Yeah, I actually
that's
did
why they
notice
pause
that. I
it.
was just like, why are they clenching so much? I don't
Well,
get
yeah,
it.
it's because their like dodging abilities are not that good.
Mm.
Like you would try to dodge the enemy trying to get you into a clench and then like pummel them
Mm.
while they're like reaching for you. But I guess neither had like that sort of dodging ability. So.
Mm. If I put it in a lower quality, it shouldn't be too bad. Nothing. Oh. Oh. Oh yeah, that's like a proper clench, that one. You can see Tate's eyes getting mashed up there.
Yeah.
This is where it starts.
But,
Oh,
like,
there's even blood on the gloves as well now.
Yeah, at the end of the match, it's like a zombie, but this time he stands and he tries to clench and like live out the rounds so he doesn't get like TKO'd.
Okay. Well, I mean,
Yeah.
is that smart to do so he doesn't get TKO'd?
I mean, it's less embarrassing to win by decision than by the TKO usually. Like TKO is like shows like that your opponent had like a total victory. But yeah, he gets like desperate. He kind of understands like, oh shit, I don't have any energy left. I need to like
Yeah,
clench
you can
hog,
see
dodge.
even within almost the 5 minutes, you can tell that he's not like you can tell he's just
Out of
lost a
breath.
lot of his stamina and he's not doing well as he did in other fights. Do you want to continue the video or Vader?
I mean,
No, yeah.
Past like 0, so I think I need to.
Okay. Well, I mean, I can end the stream now if you want to, and then.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or unless you want to like react to it further alone. It goes pretty. Goes pretty funny later on because
Okay.
is so.
Well,
hit
if
hard
you want to get
in
to
match.
the good a bit, then you can get there, and then I'll end the stream.
Well, yeah, I can like react to it further on. And in short, like his smoking habits and like lackluster training methods showed in this match. Really subpar performance for the reputation that he wanted to have. But yeah, good night.
Okay. Right. Okay, right. So anyway, we'll end the stream, and yeah, obviously a lot of the things he's lost a lot of his stamina and training. So anyway, guys, hopefully you've thanks for watching. Even if this isn't the replay, hence why I do these live streams. But yeah, see you another time. You want to start?